Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. Oh, God. Well, there we go. My phone just kicked off as soon as I started the video. Well done. Not well done. Welcome. That's the one. Welcome. Yeah, right. Let's ignore the last couple of seconds happen. Let's start this again. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to day number 40 of the Dusty Classic. We are here with two more matches in our second round. We're starting things off with Harlem Heat, Booker Ray, and Stevie... God. Can we start for a third time? We're starting things off here tonight with Harlem Heat, Booker T, and Stevie Ray, who defeated the Kings of Wrestling, Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli, to make it into round number 2. And we've got DX, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels, who defeated the Impact players, Lance, Storm, and Just Incredible. See, I might not be effective, but I get there in the end. It's the story of my life, really, you know. I'm just trying to do 6 things at once, so please bear with me. There we go. I think I'm good. There we go. We're all in now. So Booker T is the Harlem Heat member inside the ring. Stevie Ray on the outside. Of course, that's Triple H on the inside of the ring. Shawn Michaels on the outside. The good thing, well, not the good thing, the interesting thing about this is that Triple H has quite quietly really raised his way up the rankings to the point where he may be in line for a title shot at some point in the future. Also, Shawn Michaels has also got himself a little bit higher. Not amazingly, but during this WrestleMania week, he's had quite a few victories which have definitely raised him up. Triple H, of course, already one half of our current YouTube Tag Team Champions alongside Stone Cold Steve Austin as the two-man power trip. So it'll be interesting to see whether he can go on and potentially try and become a dual Tag Team Champion. However, keeping those YouTube Tag Team Championships might be very difficult, of course, with Cyber Sunday coming back up again this weekend. I'm pretty sure Muhammad Khan and the Sheiks really desperate to get their hands on a rematch. Triple H big boot in the back of Stevie Ray, is that? No, it's Booker T. Stevie Ray is the one with the beard. It's a little beard, but there's a beard. Shawn Michaels now taking the table away from Stevie Ray, pushes it away, doesn't want to get involved with that, and he does go for the sharpshooter. This is how he got a big victory against Diesel at our WrestleMania shows. Triple H with a big spinebuster on Booker T, and all of a sudden, I mean, there's a tap out. Was that a tap on the outside there? As Triple H now locks in a submission as well in the middle of the ring on Booker T. And a sweet chin music on the outside by Shawn Michaels on Stevie Ray. And at the moment, DX were in firm control until I said that, and Booker T caught Triple H with the neck breaker. It's always the way, and the commentators curse, they call it, don't they? Booker now brings Triple H back up to a standing base, and there's a clothesline, followed closely by a second. Ducks the third clothesline and catches Triple H with a super kick right in the face. Triple H brought back up to his feet, and this running, jumping, kickity-doo-dah thing, whatever that was, it was very effective. Now he stalks Triple H. There's the boot in the gut, looking for the scissor kick. And Booker T in with a pin for the 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. Harlem Heat pick up the victory in this one. Wow. Okay, if anybody's watching that can remember this, because I'm bound to forget by the weekend, but it might be worth suggesting that Harlem Heat get an opportunity, you know, at the YouTube Tag Team Championships. Because a victory like this against one half of the champions, as you can see as well, Booker T pinned the Tag Team Champion himself. I feel like Harlem Heat versus the two-man power trip might actually be a pretty decent option for our YouTube Tag Team Championship match. I know Muhammad Khan's screaming at his screen now going, no, the Sheiks deserve a rematch, but maybe a triple threat match. Who knows? But remember this, because this is an important moment which may change the landscape of our tag team division. But there we go. That's another big favourite team out. Harlem Heat move on, but who will they face in the next round? We're going to find out right now between the Killer Bees and the Hart Foundation. And here we go then. We have got B. Brian Blair and Jim Brunzell versus Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Now, B. Brian Blair is a guy currently holding his back on the floor as part of the Killer Bees. He is the guy with a mustache, as Jumping Jim Brunzell is the one currently in a headlock from Bret Hart. We're now all formally introduced. Let's crack on with the match and see who's going to get Harlem Heat in round number 3. Let's have a quick look and see who these guys defeated. The Killer Bees defeated the Midnight Express, and the Hart Foundation defeated Money Inc. Money Inc., of course, being the team of Ted DiBiase and IRS. And now at the moment, it's a big opportunity here for the Hart Foundation, who have a 2-on-1 inside the ring. It's not really working that way, is it? Nice snap suplex there by Bret. Clubbing blow in the back of jumping Jim Brunzell. And now in comes B. Brian Blair as well. And now it's 2-on-1 with the Killer Bees up against Bret Hart. Oh, very smart little maneuver there. Really damaging the legs of Bret. And that could affect his power and his focus for locking in the potential sharpshooter later on. And you damage the legs, you damage the base, it could be very difficult to lock that in the end. Boot in the gut there by Jim Brunzell. Now taking Anvil up high. Bret is taken down by B. Brian Blair. It's an interesting one, this, because I felt like the Hart Foundation would dominate this. And, of course, as I've said in the past, if somebody was to pin Bret Hart, who is our current SWE champion, if somebody was to pin him, then there's an opportunity that they could be considered #1 contenders. Ooh. And that almost just happened right there. Yeah, if somebody... I mean, can you imagine if B. Brian Blair was the #1 contender for the SWE Championship? No, in this game, he probably ended up winning it. That's what normally bloody happens. As we saw with Jerry the King Lawler. Jim Brunzell now with the strikes in the face of Jim Neidhart and slams him down. Brings him back up to his feet. And I'll tell you what, the Killer Bees doing a fantastic job here, really dominating both members of the Hart Foundation. There's the pin now on Bret Hart once again. He's not going to get any help on the outside from Neidhart. He's done it. Okay, well, B. Brian Blair has just pinned the SWE champion, Bret Hart. I mean, it's a weird match. It is a weird match, but I feel like we owe it to Brian to give him an opportunity to the SWE Championship. It's a really weird match, but I feel like we need to do it, you know? Okay. Okay. Well, it is what it is. The Killer Bees are going through to the next round to face off against Harlem Heat in round number 3. That'll be episode number 52. And that's the end of today's video. Of course, tomorrow we will be back with 2 more cracking matches. We've got Roppongi 3K, Yo and Show going up against the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray and Devon. And we'll also have the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott Steiner, going up against Gallus, which is Mark and Joe Coffey. So yeah, 2 more very interesting matches for you tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Of course, if you have, hit the like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. And yeah, this has been an episode to give us a lot to think about, you know. A lot to think about. Harlem Heat pinned the YouTube champion, the YouTube tag team champion at this point in time, Triple H. And then Brian B. Blair has just pinned the SWE champion, Bret Hart. Interesting. Maybe we'll have to give him a #1 contendership match rather than just throwing him straight in. Maybe a #1 contendership against some other guys. I'll have a look. I'll have a look and see how the next week or so pans out with the WrestleMania shows. And we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Of course, I hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, hit the like, subscribe, the other good stuff. And I will see you again tomorrow for some more Dusty Classic. Good night. Goodbye. God bless. Auf Wiedersehen.